Hey y'all.
Let me know if you're down.
What's up, you guys? It is Maddie with two T's. They're right here. You can't miss them. They're right in front of you. I'm going to be doing a story time, but I'm going to be doing it while drinking. I am drinking some Malibu. This is all I have. This is all I could find. I'm going to be telling you the time that I officially got banned from a strip club. I was only 16. Yes, how do you get banned from a strip club? Why you are 16 when you cannot legally get in? Funny story. It happened. I did it. I succeeded. If y'all do enjoy this story, please like and subscribe. I have so many stories leading up to this story and so many stories that follow this story, and it's just a big old bunch of bull. I'ma drink till I pass out. Gross. I'm so messy with porn shots. Let's get started. Basically, it was a Saturday that all this went down. That Friday, we were hanging out, me and my best friend, and I'm just gonna say names because y'all will not know who they are, so it really does not matter. My best friend Lex, me and her had some dudes over, and my parents are out of town. They're in Arkansas. My aunt's house sitting. She goes to bed at 7. So, and my curfew was at 12 o'clock. So, whatever happened between 7 to whatever time I even got home, no one knew about it because she was asleep. But we had these two guys. And I'm not going to say their names. I'm just going to call them Asshole 1 and Asshole 2 because they are complete assholes. Anyways, we had this little boy named Blaze. Blaze was my little homie. He was with me all throughout the summer. We did a lot for this kid, but this kid has like a bad home life. I am so sorry. My lips are so chapped. Well, Friday night we were hanging out. Some altercations went down. I ended up taking Asshole 1, Asshole 2 home, and Blaze could not stay with me, so I had to leave him with assholes. So I left him and came back home. But then Saturday, we woke up. We're like, okay, what are we gonna do today? We text Blaze. We're like, hey Blaze, we're sorry for leaving you with them. Like, let us come get you and we'll just have a day out. Well, he was like, okay, well, can my friend come? This friend being a man that we know of, but we never really hung out with. So his name's Chris.
You know I'm the man, bitch, I'm the man. How I'm the man? How? Burnt the fuck out of me.
There's really nothing to do in the town that I was raised up in. Either you go to the big pool or you do drugs. Either way. And we didn't want to go swimming, and we didn't want to go swimming in drugs either. So we decided to go back to Missouri. This is in Oklahoma. We go back to Missouri, and we decided to go pick somebody else up. This guy that we went to go pick up, he did not say one word the whole time he was with us. Maybe a little bit, but not, I don't know. The way I met this guy, I showed up to his house. It was like 12 o'clock at night. I was scared. I was with my best friend Lex, and I was like, what if they have guns? Like, what if they try to kill us? And sure enough, we walked up into this little pavilion they were sitting at, and they had a gun on the table and a knife. And I'm like, that's a whole different story that I could tell. That was also a crazy night. Anyways, we pick up this guy. Some more friends that we met earlier in the summer came down. Now, I'm just gonna say one of their names. One's name's Charles. Like, he was one of the people that are going to be named a lot in this story. And then he had his best friend, his girlfriend, and their little sister. We go to the mall, we're walking around. School's about to start in a couple days, so Blaze wears the same clothes every day with same shoes. So we went out and we bought him an outfit. We're just having a good day. We felt bad for leaving him with those horrible guys. We're like, hey, let's go to Chuck E. Cheese. Everybody went to Chuck E. Cheese, and we ate pizza. Their crappy ass cardboard pizza. Filled us up. We took dude home. I have no clue what the fuck his name is still. I can't think of it. And we're like, okay, it's about 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night at this point in time. We're like, what do we do?
Watch out, little bitch. Watch out, little bitch. Watch out, little bitch. Oh, watch out, little bitch. You getting mad?
So Chris was like, let's go to the body shop. Body shop, aka stripper joint. I mean, they shake their ass with nothing on it. Like, it might as well be a strip club. So I was like, wow, cool. Like, that sounds all fun and shit. You know, drinking, going to the body shop. But how do we get in? Because I'm 16. Blaze is 12. I really do not know how old Blaze was at the time. He was either 11 or 12. And Lex is 18, but she is not going to go in without me. Because
she's my bitch. Like,
that's what you do when you have a best friend. You don't leave them behind. So he's like, no, it's cool. A lot of underage kids go there on the weekends. They drink. Everybody's cool there. Like, we're going to have a good time. So we go back to Oklahoma and we get Charles to buy us beer. After we got the beer, we go to the body shop and, you know, like he said, there was people standing outside and there were a whole bunch of cowboys, you know, and they were fine. Like, let me tell you, they were fine. And Blaze liked the drink, liked the smoke, and he did whatever the fuck he wanted, no matter if I told him not to, no matter who told him not to do it, he was going to do it anyway. So I gave up on that a long time ago. He was drinking, he was smoking cigarettes, and all these cowboys thought he was so cool. They've never seen a 12-year-old do this before. They were like,
oh, let me see you take a puff of that cigarette. Like, oh, drink some of that beer, boy.
Like, that's what they were doing. And then Chris went inside. We can't go inside. And about 10 minutes later, he comes outside. He's like, y'all want to do acid?
No.
I don't. Do you? Like, no, like, we don't. So he goes back inside. And at this point, before that, actually, he was telling people, yo, this is my little brother. Like, these are my homies. This is my little brother. Everything about him, Blaze being his little brother. There's these two girls sitting in a car. They had, like, a bottle of UV blue vodka trying to get Blaze shots. And Blaze didn't take the shots, but they were trying. And because they thought it was cool. Well, we ended up leaving because we really don't know anybody there. And so we went to McDonald's. McDonald's is this huge hangout spot back in my old town. I'm sorry, I'm sick and I cannot breathe. But back in our old town, McDonald's was a hangout spot.
I can check my Facebook.
Hey! For real. And Charles was there with his group that we were with earlier and another guy named Bryson. Like, they were like, what are y'all doing? Like, what have y'all been up to? And we were like, we were just at the body shop. Chris is inside and there's really nothing to do. And they were like, okay, well, let's go back to the body shop. I'm like, okay. Like, I didn't even think about, hey, y'all have a 9-year-old, because we had a 12-year-old. So we all went to the body shop and I can't remember, like, the part we were in was grass. So Charles rolls up in this raggedy ass white Mustang and he's being stupid, revving the engine, just being a complete jackass about everything. So that started to piss off the cowboys. Basically, what happened from there was we just got swarmed with a whole bunch of fucking mad people. And all these boys swarming us, and then these girls in the car decided they wanted to jump in. Then the manager comes out. I remember this day clearly because I wanted to put hands on this girl. She took pictures of my license plate. It was like, I'm calling the cops. Well, Chris ends up coming outside because the more like this evolves, the more people inside come out and see what's going on. And this is what's making me really mad because now everybody at that shop is around my fucking car just screaming at us. We had some hot ass firefighters that were actually really nice talking to us like, why are you here? Like, Chris comes out and the firefighter was like, can I see your ID? Chris pulls out his ID. They were like, do you know these people? His head ass said,
Nah, I don't know these people. I have no clue who these people are.
Are you kidding me right now? Like, this ran. He ran like Forrest Gump through these huge ass, tall ass fields of grass. Yo, we're not messing with this kid no more. Like, really? But in him running away, kind of we used it to our advantage. And him telling people that that was his little brother. Because we decided just to be like, yo, we were just trying to figure out where this kid lives. Because I'm supposed to be home. I don't know where to drop this kid off at. So the managers decides just to get in all of our faces of being like,
y'all are never allowed on my property again. Y'all are banned.
cool, I don't want to be on your property anymore anyway. I don't want to come to your raggedy ass body shop in the middle of nowhere with 2-cent hoes. Well, I can't say that because there are some really nice women who work there. The cops end up showing up, and at this point it's 1 o'clock in the morning, and I'm popping mints, like Altoid mints like crazy. I didn't want them to smell the alcohol on my breath. Let's take some more shots.
Percocet, yeah.
Yeah, about 6 in the morning. That one didn't want to go down. Alright. We literally sat there after the cops got there for about an hour till anybody talked to us. They were mainly talking to Blaze. He was more of a problem being there and drinking and smoking. And these two bitches with the vodka, I'm feeling it, y'all. These two bitches with the vodka were like, how could you let him drink? What are you doing? Like, bitch, you were trying to give him shots. That's when I was like, I'm really fitting to catch a charge because I'm about to beat this bitch's ass. Because how you gonna sit there and like be like, oh, y'all are letting this kid drink, but you were trying to give him shots of vodka? I mean, come on now. So I was like, the cops are here, let them deal with it. Calm down, mind your own business. And so I was getting pissed off. The funny thing is, we still have Bryson. So Bryson's sitting there like kind of wondering like, shit, like, am I gonna get in trouble? I'm getting mad because I'm like, it's getting late. I'm supposed to be home. I'm gonna just walk up to a cop and start telling him what happened. So I walked up to this cop. I was like, listen, this is what happened. And I started talking. I'm scared. I'm shaking. I'm stuttering. And he's like, he like literally puts his hand up and says,
I'm just here to supervise. You can't talk to me.
I'm like, oh, really? You're a fucking cop. That's why I don't mess with y'all. Turns out that same cop, he did the same thing to me in another altercation where the cops got called at a hotel. Finally, I'm just sitting there, just waiting, and the sheriff ends up putting me in his car. And in the front seat, I wasn't cuffed. He was like, okay, listen. This is what you're facing. You're facing kidnapping, child endangerment, driving under the influence, and possession of alcohol as a minor. I mean, they're all bad, but kidnapping and child endangerment, like, that's really bad. And I did not try to kidnap this kid. Like, that's not how I thought of it. But in law terms, you kidnapped that kid because I didn't ask his mom if I could take him to the mall. So he gets out the car and he walks to my best friend and starts talking to her. My story was, we came here, I'm not gonna lie, I've been drinking. I only had a couple sips of a beer, which was a lie. I'm trying to drop this kid off. Came back to ask Chris where he lived. Then Chris said he wasn't his brother and he ran. So I don't know where to drop this kid off at. I don't know what to do. I gotta get home. So he goes and talks to my best friend, and we had like the same thinking, the same mindset. We know what to say, how to say it, because that's really how it played out. And the lie fit just perfectly. He gets back in the car and he's like, listen, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna let you go home, but I want you to go straight home. And he's like, I do not want to see your face again. He's like, we're gonna take Blaze and we're gonna figure out something for him. We get in the car, we saw Bryson, we're leaving, and we're just laughing at this point. He ended up not going home. We ended up going to a guy's house. Now his parents weren't home. It was dark. He was trying to holler at my friend. Bryson was just like with us.
Oh, fuck the owner and daughter. Yeah, dude.
When I walked up into this guy's house, I literally just plopped on the couch and laid down. And he was like, well, make yourself comfy. And I was like, I fucking will. Because I just went through hell. I almost went to jail. It was crazy. So I'm laying here. I just want to go home. I'm tired at this point. We left the strip club, the body shop, around 3 o'clock in the morning. We didn't leave this guy's house until about 5. The sun was rising. We had to take Bryson home. And I was like, fuck. I was like, we got to come up with a plan. So I was like, how about we go to McDonald's, buy us breakfast, buy my aunt breakfast, and be like, we just woke up and went to go get breakfast. So we went to McDonald's, bought a shitload of food, pulled up to my driveway, I took off my shoes, threw them in the trunk. I ruffled my hair. I made it seem like we woke up and went to go eat McDonald's. I walked to my door and my aunt was sitting in the living room. And she didn't say nothing until later that day. You didn't come home on time last night. And I was like, well, I did. Like, what would I be doing? So, anyways, we got a little bit of sleep. And then we got a text from Blaze. And I was just surprised. I didn't know what happened. I didn't know if they got a hold of his mom. I didn't know what happened to Blaze. So he was texting us. And this is what he said.
Y'all wanna hang out?
Like, hell no, dude. We almost went to jail. I almost caught charges. We need a break because not only was this bad incident with Blaze, we've had multiple occasions with Blaze that we've got in trouble or shit went down. And so we were just like, we need a break. Ended up 2 days later finding Blaze again and him hanging out with us, and we went to Green Corn. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and like, subscribe, go follow me on Instagram down below. Tell me if y'all want another story time, because I got stories on top of stories on top of stories. Now I literally don't do nothing. I literally don't have friends. I haven't talked to half those people in over 2 years. So be my friend, because I need them.
You can't take it, I'm not in yet. That rough sex get her going.